sweet dear magical friends. Welcome, willkommen to another Psychic Tarot reading with me, Natalie, spelled Natalee, as we open up the energies of your download with the tarot. Make sure you are liking this video, subscribe to this channel, toggle the notification bell so that you get all of the important messages coming through from me to you. Okay, my loves. This came through earlier today. I'm recording this Thursday, October the 27th, the very last day of Jupiter in Aries before they re-enter Pisces. And it came through in the middle of the day. I was busy trying to learn things, and it's fully heated through. I don't know. Maybe you have food in the toaster oven, in the microwave. Maybe you ordered food and it's being delivered. I don't know. But she showed me this. She showed it to me. She showed me this food that it's like cold on the, wait, no, it's like, yeah, cold on the outside, hot on the inside, or no, cold on the inside, hot on the outside. That's what it is. It's like hot on the outside and then like ice cold on the inside. And so this whole thing is about something being fully heated all the way through. And it was very joyous. Like, it was very we had someone who was it this past week, one of the weeklies that we did over on the Patreon, one of your guys's weeklies was like really heartwarming. Like, I just felt the whole the warmth spreading in your chest. Like, it just feels so good. And it's very much like in the Grinch when he has this little itty bitty rock of a heart and it just goes like boop boop. That's exactly, it's way more than that, but it's like it's you feel it and it just like spreads, you know. It's like some warm liquid or something, like some kind of how do I explain this? I really want to feel like I'm explaining this accurately. So you know how smoke is very tiny, right? And you know how sponges have, and the Swiss cheese have all of the holes? Well, if you think about it like on the very microscopic level, imagine smoke going and expanding like in your lungs, like in all of the little capillaries and filaments and all the little cilia, all the little places, all the little nooks and crannies just being expanded, completely expanded. That's what it feels like. All of those higher vibrations, joy, love, truth, honesty, integrity, trust, all of that stuff, that's high love, higher vibration. So it's a very different physical sensation in the physical body. So I have to make that distinction. I know it's like Halloween, we're in the eclipse portal, you may be feeling very like topsy-turvy. That's a topsy-turvy, that's okay, totally normal. Did I say it's Halloween? It's Halloween, it's Mars square Neptune, and it's very you know, it can be either confusing or frustrating, or you know, that paranoia, suspicion, fears, neurotic energy. Be very careful about all the different little ways that we can kind of get off balance. So even when, for instance, you're in an eclipse portal and, you know, if you're feeling a little bit, you know, unsteady, or things are just changing and you're like, oh my God, you know, even in those moments, it's very important to keep your internal balance, your internal stillness. And when you're in those nicer, more pleasant, more enjoyable emotions and feelings, and you feel it in your physical body, it reassures you, it slows down your brainwave states, and it allows you to actually keep your connection, or make that connection to answers, to your higher self, spirit guides, other abilities, that kind of thing. So it's very positive. I just want to make sure that I really hit that strongly, that feeling, that's the spreading of the chest, it's this warming sensation, it's like thawing ice, that it really is part of this download. Oh my God, I just got it fully heated through. That makes so much sense. That's exactly what it this is so weird. Like, sometimes I don't even know what I'm saying until I'm like talking about it already. So that's that. Now it makes sense. So fully heated through, it's with this like heart thing, this heart opening thing, where it's like it's spreading through the chest. So this could be that someone's energy started very mental, like maybe there was some kind of like mental idea or mental creative thing. I feel like I just look like jungle lady video store clerk. Anyway, this is now something about this energy. We're going to open it up in the tarot to get a little bit more specific, but something about this is going like all the way through, you know? So maybe if there was something very heady, you're going to start to feel it in your chest. You're going to start to feel it in your body. You're going to start to feel it in your heart space. And maybe vice versa. I don't know. Maybe you felt something in your heart first, and now it's going to make more sense, or your brain's going to get on board. I don't know. Let's take a look. Tell me more about saying to cut it into fours. Okay. I just do it on some total. I'm just a messenger here. What is the Magician and the Page of Cups? That's so cute. That's so cute. There's a fish in the cup. Wow. Okay. So this is really cool. This is good news. Very good news, especially if you're the Magician. If you're the Magician, okay. So whoever this is someone that is feeling very rejuvenated. This Page of Cups is when you are just, it's like puppy love. It's when you have this very open heart and you just give all of your love. You love anyone and everyone, and you just offer everything. You can have everything of me, everything I have, all the money I have, all of my dog's money. You can have it all. You know, it's just like very sincere and very genuine and very open and very honest. And this is the one that's going to just overshare. Okay, the Page of Cups is going to just like, what's it, the word vomit, where you just like say everything of how you feel. You know, all this kind of comes out. It's very, very sincere. And this is the one that gets their heart broken a lot, because you have to learn how to protect yourself, and you grow into Michael Corleone, King of Cups. Anyway, but with the Magician energy, this is just part of it. This is just maybe like a motivation, is what I would say, to what someone is really trying to make happen. So the Magician is when you have the will, you have the indomitable will, and you take power from above, or creative inspiration from above, or something heady or something in your emotional space, and you ground it down physically. You know, you have an idea, you ground it down into, you write it down, or you build it, or you design it, or you make it physical somehow. You know, you have a feeling, you communicate that to someone. You have, you know, whatever it is invisible that you're very passionate about, whether it's very heady ideas or it's very emotional currents that are running through you. There's someone here that wants to ground it down into something tangible, into something physical, into something concrete. So this is pretty cool. That'll be very fun to open up. Someone really wants to make it happen. And it looks like you have all the tools. You or this person has all of the, whatever it is that you need. So this Page of Cups could be, now that could also be some kind of, you know, if someone's like apologizing or asking for forgiveness, or trying to, you know, or, you know, make some kind of presentation, or, you know what I'm saying? Like this could go very, very well if you are giving some kind of speeches, or if you are presenting, or if you are, you know, doing anything like that in your personal life or in your professional life, because you will be coming across very, very sincere and very, very honest and very capable, like being able to back it up, like not just, the Page of Cups could overpromise. The Page of Cups just alone could be like, my heart's in the right place, but I don't have the experience, I don't have the tools. But you do with the Magician. So this is like, you get the best of both worlds, you know. Keep going. What else is going on? What message am I here to deliver? Fully heated through. Fully heated through. What does that mean? There's something here. It's the Seven of Swords. Okay. Sometimes when I get the Seven of Swords, okay, so in Mario Kart 64, there was this one game, or this one, I liked, okay, like as far as video games go, I like racing games and I like RPGs. I like Guild Wars and Mario Kart 64. Like I'm a Nintendo, so I'm just pretty boring. But anyway, so, but Mario Kart 64, there was this one like race track game, and it was like on a beach, and if you were savvy, you knew to go, there's like this one area, or like Donkey Kong or something, like you go to this like this cave, and you find this cave and you go through the tunnel, and it's like a shortcut, and it lets you out and you like win the race. Sometimes I see that when I get the Seven of Swords, and that's what I saw. Like when I saw this, I was like, it's like a very specific like view. So this looks like a slingshot, bow and arrow, where you might, like if you're racing, you got Bowser, you got all the other, you got Princess Peach, you got all the, and Luigi goes off, and or Yoshi goes off, and they disappear from the rest of the people. That's like drawing back the bow. That's like Seven of Swords, and you just really don't see them for a little bit, but then they come out and they win the race. So I'm getting like peekaboo energy with the Seven of Swords. So let's do one more position. What is the message? No, I thought that was me. It was not. What is the message I'm here to deliver for my people watching? There's a lot of almost cards that are almost flipping, but they're not fully coming out. So that's a little bit more peekaboo stuff. Look for those kinds of synchronicities, okay? Okay, thank you. We have two poppers. Bottom of the deck is the Hanged Man, the Two of Cups, and whoa, Judgment. This is like very serious. This is if something's on the fence, or if there's something like vague and ambiguous when the Judgment shows up, it's not vague and ambiguous anymore. It's like that's totally you're on this side of the fence, or you're on this side of the fence. There is no in between. Your two poppers are the Eight of Pentacles and the Emperor. So this looks extremely like a very big stress on the importance of allyship, partnership, people that like kind of really have your back. This could definitely be some kind of moment of truth. I'm getting the Joy though. So this looks like a really nice, honestly, this is really like relaxed. Like the Judgment is pretty, it could be kind of stressful energy. I'm kind of just getting very relaxed. It almost feels like vacation or something. It feels it feels surreal, but in the way that when you're like traveling, or when you're in a place where it's real, but it's not really real. I don't know how else to explain this. This is I don't know how else to explain it. It's like you're somewhere, but it doesn't feel like you're there. Is how it feels. It feels like you are. It's almost like you're not convinced that you're there. That's just only going to make sense for whoever this message is for. We may even open this up, because the Hanged Man, two roads diverged in a yellow wood. I'm sorry, I cannot travel both and be the star and the star and the sun came underneath this. So you know what? Take the road less traveled is a TLDR. Oh my gosh. Okay. So let's start opening this up. I kind of want to take a look. We'll come back to that. Well, I want to take a look at this Magician, because this is a very strong pull, a very strong, like someone's will is it's almost scary. And I do want to say that it's not scary like, oh my God, I'm going to get hurt. It's more like just the sheer force and power of someone's determination. So this isn't about like money or status or like that kind of power. This is more like determination. When I was in Los Angeles, I caught this bee in a jar, and before I could let him out, I was gonna wait till the morning. It was at night, but the way he was buzzing, and he was just like, it scared me. Like, he was in the jar, and like I could just feel him, that he was just like he was just like freaking thawing out, or whatever it is. Like, this little bee, like I could just, it freaked me out, because not because he was a bee or be a stinger or nothing like that. It was just like I saw him take this breath and do that, and like really just get really intense, and just like just the sheer determination of this bee. That spirit is what really intimidated me. Not that it was a bug or a bee, or that he had a stinger, or that he had wings, nothing like that. It was like the spirit of this little thing that was like, whoa, like it didn't matter that it was in some jar. It's like it had some kind of like agenda, and it was just, it was very like I kind of got the shivers when I was watching this thing, and I was like, oh my god. Like, I for a split second thought he was gonna bust out of it, like just shatter the whole jar. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like that's the vibe I'm getting with this magician. So if you don't feel like that about anything in your life, it's not you, it's somebody else around you, or you're gonna run into this person. This kind of a person is gonna enter into your life, but it's just, it's something sort of unsettling. It's unsettling. Like, even if someone tries to put this person down, at work or in the family, or it's like, oh my god, no fucking way. Like, this person is just, the Terminator, they will never stop. And but it's like driven by the human will, the human spirit. You think of things like man's search for meaning, someone that's just survived Auschwitz, and just like the human will to overcome, and like that being, that's like super surrender. That is when you transcend your earthly body. That is like, burning at the stake and washing your hands in the flames and in the fire, and knowing exactly what's going to happen to you once your body perishes. You know what I'm saying? It's that kind of a willpower that I'm really picking up. So it's like that person, God help anyone that they like. This is what that is. This is very, that kind of person with the Page of Cups energy is going to be very emotionally inspired. It could be creative, it could be spiritual, but it's something that is like, they don't see anything else, if that makes sense. That does make sense. I just said it very clearly. This is, they don't see anything else. Let me just say that. So they don't see anything else. Let's take a look. Tell me more about the magician and the page. Thank you. It's the Two of Wands. Wow. So it's a relationship. It's a person. It's another person. Wow, that's very strong. That's a very strong feeling. That's very, very, and even the Two of Wands in this deck, like, this is about sharing a meal with another person and just being happy and like fucking peaceful and chill and content, and just like really enjoying it, enjoying the meal. Let's read the little booky book. Two of Wands, nearness, the magic of sliced bread. Sharing every bite of food to unite with another person without losing yourself. What's interesting is that the magician is such an individual, unique, almost a lone wolf type of a archetype. So this is someone that is usually very like Nikola Tesla, kind of just like getting more fulfillment. And this is very kind of like an Aquarius type of love, where an Aquarius could like love humanity, but like they don't really resonate with like one-to-one people, because it's like a little awkward or something. So it's like the magician always feels for me like they have this passion for something greater than themselves, an idea or humanity or their work or whatever they're doing. But as far as the one-to-one connections, quite rare. But that's maybe why this person, you or this person, is having such a strong reaction, like this, you know, very like emotionally stimulated reaction because it is so rare. Rare. The R's and the W's are hard for me. So yeah, so this is someone that they could, this really feels like Nikola Tesla type energy. This really feels like they just like this, that they like someone, very emotionally stimulated or inspired by someone, that they kind of like the nearness, like they want them around, but maybe not like, I don't know, like super in their, I don't really know, but there's got to be some kind of like balance, because this person, they've got some kind of vignetted bullseye focus in their life. So this person is in the sight, or is, you know, has come into those crosshairs and part of the big vision. You know what I'm saying? So that's cool. All right, let's take a look at the Seven of Swords. This is definitely some kind of shortcut. The High Priestess. That's my secret couple. The High Priestess and the Magician get together. It's a very strange, odd, secret couple in the tarot. They get together and they create a third entity. And when you create a third entity with someone else, it changes reality, like it changes everything. So you collaborate, you start a business, you collaborate, you start a family, you collaborate, you start a home, you collaborate, you start whatever, right? It turns the Magician into the Emperor, and it turns the High Priestess into the Empress. So this High Priestess with the Seven of Swords, honestly, that is so freaking psychic. Like, I'm not even joking. This is so psychic. Like, even if you don't feel comfortable with that word, intuitive. Okay? This is very intuitive. Your feelings, your intuition is communicating things to you that have to come through your intuition. They have to come through feelings, because logical, determined steps and analytics take too long. To spell it out logically, to go from A to Z, takes too long. That's why the intuition is the intuition. We talk about this at the Patreon, but this is why the intuition is the intuition, so that it communicates vital, life-saving, in some cases, information going from A to Z without stopping at any other letter in between. You only know, you get a bad feeling about to get on that bus, even though you've had that ticket for 2 months and you're traveling and you're like, I'm looking forward to getting on this bus. Now the moment comes up, I just have a bad feeling about getting on this bus. You cannot ploddingly go through the logic of all of the background weather reports that you heard in another language while you were actually looking into your phone and answering your emails that was happening in the background, waiting at the hostel downstairs, whatever. You're not doing that because the moment's up and you need to not get on the bus and your intuition is trying to save your life. Or you're trying to not get in the car because, you know, it's going to rain in 20 minutes and you're going to skid off and you're going to hit a deer and it's going to fuck up your spine or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So it's like there's something being communicated to you very quickly, fast, and you may not have the logic. You may not have all of the ploddingly little steps along the way, but that's the point. Because it's a shortcut. Could be intuitive in any part of your life, could be creative, and it could have something to do with a relationship, significant relationship. Let's take a look at the Eight of Pentacles and the Emperor. This is another serious person, means business. What am I here to say about the... Ooh, thank you. She's got blue hair too. The Lovers. It's the Lovers. Wow. That is some fun lingerie too. Always appreciated. There's something. She's showing me fruit candy, like those like fruit gummies. That's got to be something. That's got to be someone's confirmation. Fruit gummies. This is very specifically a physical, tangible decision to collaborate with someone on. This has a purpose. This person, the emperor, head of an industry, head of a business, they have their own thing, they have their own brand, they have their own thing, right? They are choosing someone. This is a purely business decision. This is they're choosing someone because it's viable, because it makes sense, because it's a good, solid financial decision. This is how this person thinks. And they know better. They've done this. They've built companies. Some have gone under. Some have been absorbed. Some they bought from other people. Some they rolled into something else. And some turned into multinational corporations. Some they closed down on purpose. Some they sold. The whole, the big vision. Married and divorced 8 times, have a bunch of kids, like that kind of thing. So it's like this person like knows how to choose a good one. Maybe put it, that's what I'm trying to say, is that this person, they're probably older, or they're just very wizened, or they're very experienced, but whatever it is, they're in a position to choose a good person. Let's read from the bookie book. The lovers. The lovers. Seduction. The red magic of the plants. Nature is an unerring guide. Plants and animals are examples to be imitated. Magic perfume seduces and sustains us in important sentimental choices. She's giving me something about smelling food and about feeling there's something about the place. There's something about the place, or like feeling like it's not real, or feeling like I don't know. I don't know. I really don't know. It's something about the smell, like you might not be able to smell something, or there's a very offensive smell, or there's something about the smell of a place, or you feel like you cannot smell a place. There's still going to be something like that for some of you, okay? Or that somebody's like off about it or weird about it. Or there is something with that. Like someone might be very sensitive with sense and smelling, or just there's something with that. There's something with that. It's interesting though, with the sentimental choices, sentimental decisions, the Eight of Pentacles. What was the unerring guide? It said nature is an unerring guide. There's something natural. That's what it is. That's what it is. There's something, it's about natural. Okay, this is like, I'm getting that someone actually does not use microwaves. Someone uses like either a toaster oven or the oven, or they like just order food or something, but there's someone that's like averse to the microwave, and I mean for good reason, but there's something about, wow, someone's really particular about the smell. I'm getting like this whole thing about burnt food. this Emperor person is making a decision, this partnership decision, or even just picking someone for like a job or to promote someone. Like that Eight of Pentacles could be another person that's like an apprentice. So this could be someone that's been, if you have an acolyte and they've been shadowing you, or if you're choosing an acolyte to come under your tutelage, or any of those mentor mentee type relationships, that this is a decision that's being made about that. And oh my gosh, she's so like, I see things when I'm supposed to see things, and like I just says I'm guided, right? She just popped out. Sometimes I get this like vignette thing where I really don't see anything. It's all black and I only see like the one thing that I'm supposed to see. And she just did it. She just showed me the chisel. The chisel and the hammer. Okay, so this kind of came up for me. When did this come up? I don't know, like last week, this week, about the chisel. Oh my gosh. Okay, so it's just how to hold the chisel, and how, like, do you see how he's like got this at the angle, and he's like, he learned that from his mentor, how to hold the chisel and the angle to strike it with the hammer. And there are moments when you are a mentor, when you are an acolyte, that even if it's written in the manual, hold it at a 90-degree angle when you're doing this, there are going to be nuggets of gold and things that are moments that are so meaningful that you have with your mentor, or if you are, a guru of some kind, that you have with your students and your acolytes, where it's just like a soft moment, and maybe it strikes a memory, or they say something very sweet, you say something very sweet, and it's the same information that gets conveyed, but it's got this extra specialness attached to it, and it's very, very special. It's very sacred. It's a bond I take extremely seriously, especially because I have been betrayed by a mentor before. So also in this, I don't even want to say in this community, it's this world, it's this life, that whether it is in spirituality, or whether it is in science and mechanics, or whether it is in education, there's perversion of that beautiful bond, just like there's perversions of all the other relationship forms and bonds. So this is something that is being done. Someone's taking on, an acolyte, someone's taking on a student, or someone is promoting someone that's already been under your tutelage or something. It's like, if someone's already there and they've already been learning, they're ready. For some people, it's not quite there yet. For some of you, it's more like, when the student is ready, the teacher appears. So actually, this is like hours away from Jupiter re-entering Pisces, you guys. So some of you are definitely getting teachers. Some of you are definitely getting students. So that's exciting. That's exciting. It'll never be this magical in our lifetimes ever again. Like all this like Jupiter, Neptune in Pisces energy, like these last couple months, that's it. November, December, that's it. That's it. Make the most out of it as you possibly can. So there's something natural about this particular pair of people, where someone, like I said, and you know what, this is such a Capricorn thing. This is why everyone needs a Capricorn in your life. And if you are a Capricorn Sun, Moon, Rising, you're going to have a Capricorn a lot older than you or a lot younger than you fucking helping you. I have heard this from every single Capricorn friend that I have. We have all, there is just something about, that's why 2020 with all that Capricorn energy, it was just, I won't digress. I can't let Natalie digress. So the whole point of this, what she was trying to just give me really quickly before Natalie interrupted, is that the Capricorn legacy, Capricorn rules the natural 10th house. It's about legacy. What the fuck is it all for if we can't bequeath it and leave it behind, if there's not some part of us that lives on through novels you write, through videos you publish, through children that you birth, through art that you leave, but you know what I'm saying, through the people that know you, that really got to know you and love you and appreciate you. Otherwise, What are you gonna do? Buy a big marble headstone and just chisel in all of your accomplishments and your fucking resume and your TikTok handle? Like, what's it going to be? You know what I'm saying? So it's like this person could be in that mindset where they're thinking that, you know what? I don't have to be suspicious. No one's going to come for my fucking empire. You know, I'm going to share because of what I'm going to get out of it. Not because I'm withholding it from anybody else, but because it's for me, what I'm going to get out of sharing. Not for what they're going to get out of me sharing, what I'm going to get out of me sharing. And this person knows how to choose the right person. So that looks, this whole thing, all these little working parts look really freaking cool. And there's a lot about allyship and partnership. You have the Two of Cups, you have the Lovers, and you have the Two of Wands. Those are all, and this is all very joyous too. Joyous, happy, relief. Like I said, some of this feels like, I don't know if it's like vacation or if it's like that place displacement where something just feels, I don't know, like it just feels sort of like not real and sort of like detached. Okay, I do want to open up the overall because we have all of this going on. Look at that, like look at all of this. The sun and the star behind all of this, like this is so beautiful. This is so gorgeous. So this relationship, this partnership, this best friendship, this is very much like some kind of catalyst for enlightenment. She's giving me all the way heated through. All the way heated through. So you had some of this development start already. This ain't new to you. This is, you know, the feelings or the thoughts or this, whatever. It's not like, it's not old. Don't go there with that. This is, you know, it's not that either. This is just, it's just hot on the outside and cold on the inside. It's just gotta, it's just heating all the way through. Let me take a look at this. What is this Two of Cups, the Hanged Man, the Judgment, the Sun, and the Star? And this overall, for my message, for my people watching, thank you. I rest my case. I mean, the Two of Chalices now. Two of Chalices, Two of Cups. When that happens, when you get a card to clarify and you get like the same card, it's like a pretty clear message. You know what I'm saying? It's like, no, we got it to you the first time. It's, you know, so, okay, let's read it from this bookie book. What they have to say about the Two of Chalices. Involvement, of course. The magic of the scarab, tenderness, attraction, affection, and collaboration. You can seduce by leaving yourself open to seduction. You know, that feels like the gummies, the fruit chews, the fruit gummy candy things, and this lingerie moment over here. That's what I'm feeling with that. There's something you can seduce by leaving yourself open to seduction. And there's this peekaboo energy over here, very sexy. So this is either, this could be, if you're creative, so then you're going to be working with people, or you're going to be working with someone, or you're going to be working with new people that like they really stimulate your creativity and they really get the juices flowing. If this is business, you have like the knack, or you're going to be connecting with people that are very talented. They are really good at what they do, and they have a knack, and you're learning the knack from them. There's some kind of legacy, you know, passing on of knowledge through the collaboration and working with people. And clearly, if this is love or romance or flirting or dating, this is like fulfillment. This is attraction fulfilled, or seduction fulfilled, or feelings reciprocated, or you know what I'm saying? Like it goes all the way through. The message is that she shows me this ugly little thing in this. Anyway, it's heated through. It's heated all the way through. So, you know, there's just like a lot of fulfillment here. So if you're looking for a yes or no answer, the answer is definitely yes with the sun card and the star. So I'm going to say with that strong will, with this person, head of industry, and even like the peekaboo is very seductive. You know, even that is still so like even like this two of wands, even if you are like these people, like what do they say, like they have every meal together, like that's a lot. You know what I'm saying? Like that's a lot, but maybe it doesn't feel like that. Or you know, it's like there's still it's still, how do I put this, it's still exciting, or it's still interesting, or it's there's some sparks about it, you know, with the page of cups. It's like there's a fish in my cup, you know. There's still, look to your fourth house, and that's your home life. That's the kind of home life that you either prefer or what's just more common of what you can expect. So if you have a fire sign on your fourth house, fucking busy as shit all the time. Maybe people are always coming in and out of your house. The neighbors are always coming in. The kids down the block are always over, and that's like very, you know, hectic. Or maybe you work from home and it's a lot of like you've got coworkers and employees coming in and out of your house, and it's like all of like that. If you have an earth sign on your fourth house and you like it chill, you want to read a fucking book by the fireplace, or you know, you maybe you have like a little work desk, a little work corner where you like to get your work done, but you like to keep it, you know, nice little boundary there so you can kind of wind down and relax, you know, that kind of thing. So that's one of the things that you want to look for that kind of thing. Let's take a look at your divine feather. This is all super positive, so you know, I would just say like really pay attention. Okay, she's some of you might be nodding off, and that's you. This, the peekaboo energy, is sort of, for some of you, it means you're going from like beta, like you're awake, your brain waves are fast and they're awake, and you're like doing things, you're living life, right? You're paying attention to your environment and interacting, and you're starting to, you're like nodding off, and you might like dip into sleep, and you might go right from beta all the way through alpha, theta, delta, and be very like asleep and very, very slow. And then you might pop back up into beta, and maybe you hit some theta along the way, and you might actually get some kind of divine download or creative inspiration or something. Who used to do that? I always forget. I don't know if it was like Tesla or Edison or, you know, one of those, but one of those like types of people did that on purpose to actually stimulate the creativity. So, ooh. You have two poppers. Bottom of the deck, the eagle. You are learning all aspects of spiritual connection and reaching new heights. Make sure you are following me over on my TikTok. I am so excited. I'm going to be beefing up the psychokinesis and telekinesis videos. I am going to personally be using this Jupiter, the last 2 months of Jupiter in Pisces with Neptune. And in my chart too, it's like very important too to like really use this to the fullest. I'm going to use it along with the Mars retrograde. I'm a Cancer rising in my 12th house for more psychokinesis and telekinesis stuff. So I'm freaking excited about that. So if you want to join in on my PK parties, email me, let me know over on the Patreon, High Priestess and Hierophant Tears. But yeah, learning all aspects of spiritual connection and reaching new heights. Okay, let's take a look at the poppers. The poppers, you have two Peacock. Inherent wisdom is emerging at this time. Watch it and ready yourself for a rebirth. So if you guys want to follow me over on the TikTok, that's where I'm going to put all of that kind of stuff, the PKTK stuff. Okay. A rebirth. Ooh, okay. And you have the parrot. Let go of others' thoughts and opinions. It is time to embrace who you really are. Let it go. Who cares? I don't know who that's for. That's not really here that anyone's caring about what other people think, but I guess somebody needs to hear it. Let go of others' thoughts and opinions. It is time to embrace who you really are. Sounds exciting. All right, guys, gals, take very good care. I will check in on your energies next time, my loves. We are doing a special live stream event on Halloween, Monday, October the 31st. We will be unboxing. We will be telling spooky stories. We will be talking about all things psychic and psychokinesis, telekinesis, astrology. I have some charts that I'm going to pull up for you guys to talk about the current astrology. This is a patron exclusive, so I have my charts that I have taken from my patrons that have volunteered. So we're going to do some live readings over on here on the YouTube, but they will be charts of my patrons. So if you want to put your name in the hat for that, make sure to sign up for the Patreon before Monday, and then tell me, give me your birth date, birth time, birth location, and then we will get you in there. But otherwise, my loves, enjoy the re-entrance, the pizzazz of that Jupiter in Pisces, and I will see you guys very soon. Until then, many beautiful blessings upon all of your beautiful heads, darlings. Mwah.